Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called I Need That Peen. The ingredients you need for that peen are 3 shots of gin, 4 teaspoons of grenadine, 1 large egg white, and 2 strips of lemon zest, and 2 maraschino cherries. Those are garnishes, so if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. So you're going to put 2 cocktail glasses in the fridge to chill before you get started. Pour the gin and grenadine in a cocktail shaker, then fill with ice. Shake until the outside of the shaker feels icy. Strain the mixture into a jug and discard the ice. Tip the egg white into the shaker and pour in the gin mixture. Shake until the egg white is frothy. Pour cocktail into prepared glasses, garnish with cherries and the lemon zest. I need that peen. That sounds tasty. Even though I'm not into those egg white cocktails, they're good.
I was just about to say that. If I get the cocktail, like you see it, you know that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But if I watch somebody make it, it's like I can't. Somebody made me a margarita like that. I could not drink it. And I love margaritas.
The weird thing is I can't. Are you an egg person? Like, do you eat eggs for breakfast? Or are you not an egg person?
I mean, sometimes I try to. I don't really like eggs like that. That's why I don't like breakfast, because there's so many eggs.
There is a lot of eggs. But I can't taste the frothy egg. I just be like, oh, it's just like creamy.
You know what it reminds me of? When people collect that spit in the corner of their mouth.
The white?
Mm-hmm. That frothiness, that's exactly what I think of. And that's why I throw up in my mouth a little bit every time.
Well, you know what? When grown people be catching that spit in the corner of their lips, I'd be like, why can't you feel that? Is that
that's what
disorder?
I wonder. It might be, or is like, I don't know. Like, why can't you feel it? Is it desensitized? Are you just used to it?
Do you not care? Because I feel like you can hear it too. Like, get that spit out the corner of your mouth, nigga.
Mm-hmm. It's disgusting. Anyway, welcome
cheers,
back.
Kiki.
Cheers. I'm gonna try and cheers. I injured my leg. I've got a little Hennessy margarita today.
Oh, you on that hen?
I need something to knock this pain out. So while I was in the gym today, on the elliptical, sending my photos to different plastic surgeons to get my quotes, I don't know what happened, but somewhere between the elliptical, I know it was that chest press with like the wires and shit. I shouldn't have been on that. I shouldn't have been on there. I didn't even put a lot of weight on there, and I felt fine when I was doing it. I had stretched and everything, so I don't need everybody telling me, oh, stretch first, do this. No, bitch, I need to get off of there, get on the internet, get my quote, and fly down to Miami and get this body right. Because this is just taking a toll on me, and I'm going to be broke down before I can get back fine. And I don't like that.
You know what? First of all, I'm proud of you for
thank you
being consistent with this working out, because I hate seeing your tweets. I hate working out. It's not fun for me. You know, when people are like, I love it. It energizes me. I be mad when I'm working out.
Me too. I have an attitude. I work out in the gym in my apartment. I get mad if I see anybody in there. Like, automatically, I'm annoyed, because if I decide I want to get off the elliptical after 5 minutes, yeah, the workout was 30 minutes. I don't need your silent judgment. I don't need you in my space. I don't need you breathing my air. Then I'm watching to make sure you're sanitizing the machines. Sure, it's a treadmill, but you put your hands on those buttons. You put them everywhere. And you probably didn't wash your hands when you took a shit in the bathroom that I can smell.
And if you see me walk up to one of the equipment stations and I don't know what I'm doing, oh, well, I'm going to figure it out. Leave me alone. I know I look lost.
Okay. If I look over to you and say, hey, can you help me? Then you can help if you feel like it. Don't come over there bothering me. It's too much intimidation. I don't like it. And I'm not seeing results fast enough.
Doesn't it take so long? And you be like, bruh.
I feel like last week I saw a couple, but it's like, I need the results to still be there after I breathe, after I eat, after I drink some water and coffee. Because it's like, as soon as I ingest anything, hell, sometimes just air, I look pregnant again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm tired of sucking in. I'm tired of trying to get the angle right. That shit hurts.
Girl, speaking of thought you were pregnant,
looking
pregnant. Oh, sorry. I thought
I didn't think I was. I was just looking like it. Maybe some of them thought I was.
I'm telling on myself, bitch. I thought I was I was stressed
When?
out this whole month. Just this whole month, I wasn't sure. This is very irresponsible, and I know we have a sex show, but this is fun.
It's just what happened.
It's just what happens. Have you ever had drunken sex and you are really not sure if you were nutted in or not, and you're just like, and you don't. Sometimes I say sometimes, like that happens a lot. That really don't happen to me a lot, but I felt embarrassed to ask because it's just irresponsible, even though there's two people.
I feel you.
Bitch, I was.
If I can remember that I had sex, I'll ask. Now, the real problem comes in for me when I don't remember if I fucked him or not.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, I haven't done that in probably 10 years, I think. I don't think I'm lying, but who knows? But I remember this happening, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say I did, whether I did or didn't, because the man was fine. Very fine. I low-key want to put a picture up, but I'm not. He was fine.
Yeah, don't.
He was fine. Ooh. Just thinking about it. But then I was talking to one of my friends about it, and she asked her friend who was really good friends with him, and so he was like, well, yeah, she did. And I'm like, bitch, nobody told you to play telephone about it. So I was a little embarrassed, but I was like, but I was just like, oh well, like the nigga was, I don't care, and I'm gonna do it again. And I did. Still didn't remember, but whatever.
And you weren't pregnant.
Well, yes, we did use a condom. Found that out through the grapevine the first time. The second time, I was aware enough to know that, and I'm just like, damn.
Y'all don't be like us. Live your life, live your best life, but
because
be
everybody
responsible out here.
Isn't gonna
you doing a little touch
be
up?
Good. Yeah, I was looking greasy. I was looking like a piece of hot fried fish, fresh out the grease. Oh, okay. So what else has been up with you?
I feel like we need to do like a 2-week catch up, because when we have guests on, we don't really get a chance to really do the catch up because the guests just be sitting there looking like, okay, why am I here? But
yeah, we haven't done a catch up in a while.
We haven't. So for Father's Day, that Father's Day weekend, me, my brother, and my nephew, we did a road trip down to Arlington.
Oh,
I haven't made that drive since college.
It when you did it in college, was it bad to you?
Yes, each and every time. I think I did it like 3 times in college. Was
it worse this time or the same?
You know what I will say? It was actually fun. And my brother had said, let's do a little road trip for Zane, make it fun. You know, he was a little nervous about having the baby on the airplane, which I get. I've been on the planes, but during this time, you can't make somebody do some stuff. And he's a baby. So he was like, we can make it fun. You know, if we want to stop some places, we can stop. I was like, it's 11 hours. We don't need to stop. And it's really just a straight shot from Atlanta. So you get on 20
to 20.
Yeah, there's nothing great to see. There's like a little Mississippi bridge, but that's it. So we listened to music. We told stories, listened to the Moth podcast, which I fucking love. If you haven't listened, Kiki, it's called the Moth podcast. And
like a moth? Like a butterfly moth?
Yeah, like a bug. And it's just different stories from all different types of people who are actual writers and storytellers, and then some just regular people that have amazing stories. Some of them are sad, some of them are happy, some of them are weird. It's just a great storytelling podcast.
Okay.
So we did all that. We played games with Zane. It was actually fun. It was one of those things where it's going to be a good memory for me and my brother and Zane.
Yeah.
But bitch, that 11 hours. Whew. Whew, Jesus, we ain't doing it again.
Yeah, I could not. Sean, so I'm going to Texas and Louisiana later this week. And so Sean, my aunt who lives here, is going to Louisiana. Now her son is already there. I've made that road trip now to where my family is from, Louisiana. That's a 9-hour drive. 9, 11, 27, it's all the same, because after 3, I'm starting to feel like a golden girl for real.
I got arthritis.
Okay. And so she was like, do you want to ride with me? And I was like, girl, I already booked a flight. No, Do you want to just fly? Because I got some more flight credits, like if it will help. And she's like, no, I need to drive for whatever reason. I don't know. I think she likes being able to drive. But I'm like, them people ain't got nothing to do for real out there. It's enough cars between all of the family members. If you need to go up the street, ain't nothing 15 minutes away, more than 15 minutes away. Borrow a car, because I can't do that drive. I just cannot. But yeah, the long drives, I just,
long road trips. But so we did that, went home to see
How
my
was
dad
that?
for Father's Day. Girl, it was just refreshing. I really miss my family.
Me
I
too.
didn't want to leave. We went down for Saturday morning and I came back Monday. We left Tuesday morning, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
something like
Tuesday,
that. But
because we recorded Tuesday.
and I came in looking homeless. I'm sorry, y'all. I be looking homeless lately when we do these Zoom recordings because I just be so comfortable. Be like, well, look, y'all, what you see is what you get. It's the real me. I am
My mama
not my
cussed me
head.
out.
Why?
And in the middle of the episode, I think I took some of that out because she was just going too hard. But she was like, I didn't raise you like that. I don't care if other podcasters are dressing down. You dress up and you show up like I taught you. You need to be looking good. And I was just like, geez.
You need to tell me because I'll be like, look, I'm tired. Bitch, I'm on my period. I got cramps like a motherfucker.
I feel you.
But while I was
So what
home
y'all
with
do?
we just have family time. My mom really said since they've been quarantined, they have really changed a lot to our house, the house that I was raised in. It's just so cute. My mom is such a little interior designer. She put a little cabana in the back, got little sections. And we were out there, we went swimming, we stayed by the pool, we danced, we sang. It was just fun. We got some life-changing news while we were home. I can't share it yet,
Good or
but
bad?
I can't. Good,
Okay.
very good, positive news. And I can't wait to share it with all of y'all. But it was just a good vibe all around. My dad was like, have y'all been social distancing? Like,
He didn't want to be around y'all.
He was looking at us like, I'm not playing with you niggas. While I was home, I pulled like a fuck nigga move, but I felt like I wanted to do it. So the dude I used to fuck with who broke up with me on my birthday and really broke my heart.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
He always does this thing with me where he'll randomly hit me up, right? And I always tell you about it. It's always weird. Like, what are you doing? Like, hit my mom up for Mother's Day, or just text me on Valentine's Day, or just hit me in a way like we didn't end how we ended, which was you stomped on my feelings.
Right.
Which it happens. I'm not holding in a grudge. But so I was like, I was feeling myself. I got my lashes done. My bob was nice and fresh. So I texted him and I was like, it's always so weird coming to Dallas and not seeing you anymore. Just because that's one of those text messages where it's like, I just want you to know I'm here. So he hits me back, girl. And he's like, you're here? You're in town? I would love to meet up. I would love to see you. And so then I hit him with what's your schedule like tomorrow? And he said, I'm flexible. And I said, I'll call you tomorrow. And I never called.
You felt good. The way you just, yeah, I did that.
I did that. And he texted me in the morning. He was like, I know you're leaving today. I never got that phone call. You sure didn't. Because how many times have you done that shit to me, nigga?
Payback is a bitch sometimes. Oh, well, I do not feel sorry for that man. I don't even know that man.
Who is that man?
I don't know. Okay, so did you do anything else while you were there? What was it like? Because I keep seeing, like, my mom calls me, she called me every day, and she's complaining about people not wearing their mask and not doing stuff. And I'm like, I feel you. But then I'm also like, but ma'am, you be out all the time. Sit at home.
Where'd she be going? Because Texas is really shut down. They're not like Atlanta.
Girl, where does she go? To the stores, the grocery stores. I do that too, but she goes a lot. And I'm just like, what are you going for? You're not even cooking for your kids because they grown now. Like, what's up? She's going to the liquor store and telling me about her new purchases. Like that day she was talking to you about whatever the shit was that was basically Everclear in my book. She goes to bingo now. I was like, how old are you?
Come on, bingo. I love me some bingo. I'm going.
She said she went to bingo and she was like, nobody in here has a mask. I said, but you didn't leave though. Like, and then I was like, well, with the mask, you know that wearing the mask, I'm not, to be clear, I'm not saying don't wear the mask, wear the mask. But the mask is not like a shield. It's not an invisible thing of armor. So you still need to be careful. There's still other ways that you can get it. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh my God. I cannot. But I was like, we're going to get tested before we go to Louisiana.
Well, sadly, I have to get tested too. Someone that I was around who went to Houston is tripping. Houston is turning up too much. And somebody that I was around before they went to Houston and they came back talking about they didn't feel good. And I didn't see them when they got back, but the man now has COVID-19 and he went and got tested. The test was negative. That was a lie. He has it. I had a connection in Houston. I'm at first I really wasn't nervous. Now I'm starting to feel how people felt in the very beginning. I had a connection in Houston, so I feel like I need to be responsible and get tested just in case.
And I'm going
that
to
goddamn
Houston
Q-tip
too.
in my nose, though. I heard that it really hurts.
Yeah. Okay. So have you ever had a strep test?
Where they stick it in your throat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so my sister Mallory just had to get tested because somebody at her job had it, and then her best friend thinks she has it. So she went and got the test, and I had to fuss at her to do it, but she decided to do it, and she said it feels like that, and she was like, I feel like I can still feel it. And I think she's being a little dramatic, but she said it feels like that. I had a strep test. I guess that was at the end of the last year when I didn't know what was wrong with me. And that was very uncomfortable, but y'all don't let that discourage you. And then I don't know if this is the antibody test or what, but there's another one that they do orally and you get your results back faster.
That's one where they can tell you if you had it and beat it.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I just know I got to get the test, and then I'm just like... So I'm going to Louisiana, not just to see my family, but my cousin is graduating. And I low-key don't want to go because I just feel like it's just too risky, right? But they all want me to come, and I'm just like, okay, I low-key feel like I need to have some waivers available for people. Like, you need to sign off on this before I arrive. But they're doing a graduation, and it is outside, and it's in a football stadium. But I'm like, bitch, it's outside. It's Louisiana in fucking July. Why the fuck are we outside? Hot. This is not slavery. So it's at 9:30 in the morning. That's the best part. Hopefully I make it to the actual ceremony. If not, my cousin won't know. I'll get him a gift and I'll be there for the brunch afterwards.
And he'll be happy about that. Give him some money. For
Father's Day, I did a daddy-daughter brunch on Zoom. I recorded it, you guys. So if you're on Patreon or if you haven't joined yet, go ahead and sign up. Patreon.com/CockTales. There's 2 videos up. I hope that y'all can see how exhausting the conversations can be with my dad. Because I low-key thought that he forgot that we were recording. He didn't. He was well aware. And I'm like, this is how the conversations go. He just talks and talks and talks and talks. About
Somebody
nothing.
said that in the comments. I was looking at the Patreon comments. She was like, he remind me of my daddy. He just be talking and you be like,
Girl, I left out so many times, and then at some point something happened and we lost connection. So we just finished the convo on the phone. But I was like, thank God, because I told you we were on there for like 3 or 4 hours, and I was like, all right, Daddy, brunch is turning into dinner, and it's about to be the after hours. I gotta go. I'm tired of talking. And I still don't think he over my mama. Y'all drop a comment down and let me know what you think. I can't remember if all of the stuff was in there or not, or if that was our phone conversation. He would not shut up about her. And he got a couple other baby mamas.
You gonna have one of them on?
The baby mamas? I don't know them ladies. Well, I know my sister's mom. I don't know. Maybe she's in Dallas. I'm gonna ask her and see what she got to say. She could do one. That might be interesting. Crazy. I don't know. But the other ones, no, they won't get on. But yeah, so I did that for Father's Day. I didn't get to see any of the dads in my life. I have so many. Everybody got gift cards to eat at their favorite restaurants. I made sure that they were able to get stuff to go and that they were open. So I was like, okay, lunch and dinner on me since I can't be there with you. And then what else have I done? Sent a bunch of nasty ass videos and text messages and pictures.
Bitch, I don't know what has gotten into me, but your girl has been.
What you been doing?
I just been horny, Kiki. And that was another reason why, like, everything I was like, oh my gosh, am I pregnant? I really thought I was pregnant. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, why am I so horny? You know how people say pregnant people be horny?
Yeah.
I have just been a hornball and really wanting to try new things. Like I was saying for quarantine, I really haven't been getting dick like that. None at all. But now, oh bitch, have the tables turned.
What has
This
happened? 'Cause I ain't had sex all week.
it's Monday.
So what? I didn't have sex today or yesterday or last week. Since Monday.
Have met someone who I'm trying to figure out a name for him. I haven't come up with a very clever one yet.
Maybe when you tell the story or say something about him, something will
Yeah,
click.
I think when I start the cocktail and get in the, I do have a cocktail for y'all today, and I am very.
You're showing out.
I'm showing out, bitch. I found somebody that I am sexually compatible with, and it was just not what I was thinking it was gonna be. You know, have you ever met somebody and it wasn't like you met them and y'all were instantly like, I need you in my life, or like I'm gonna be fucking with you. It just wasn't like that. It was cool, it was fun, and you didn't even think sex was gonna happen. You might not have even been sexually attracted to them, but some shit just went down and you was like, God damn, you
I know.
that dick is a
I know about it. Keep going. This isn't about me. We gotta hear this.
Yeah, I just feel like I am ready to try any and everything, which I know a lot of y'all are like, bitch, you done already did everything, which yeah, I kind of have, but
maybe not.
But it's like me initiating most of the stuff and it feels good.
Oh, so you're like taking charge now.
Taking charge like a fucking madam. Bring that dick over here. Those words came out of my mouth. Bring that dick over here and put it in my pussy.
Medina, I see you hanging out with Mandy has done you right, honey. Because you done got a new attitude since you came back from Florida. And I'm here for it. I'm loving it. I am loving it.
Girl.
Oh, well, I hate to interrupt it. So hold that thought. I'm going to go ahead and do weird sex so we can get this out of the way because I'm going to forget to record it later and it just won't be there. This is very short.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Very short. Dun dun dun. Okay, so for this week's weird sex. 3 men sexually assaulted 9 horses, a cow, a goat, and some dogs. All right. So, guess where they were? The answer is not Florida.
Oh, Louisiana.
No, Pennsylvania, actually. Okay, so 3 Pennsylvania men sexually assaulted more than a dozen animals over a 5-year period, and they are about to spend 41 years in prison. Good. Okay, so the 3 animal lovers identified as Matthew Brubaker, who is 31, Mark Mesnikoff, who is 34, and Terry Wallace, who is 41. So if y'all fucking with them, cut them off. I doubt you are, but you might. They were sentenced to 20 to 41 years for forcing themselves on a cow, a goat, 9 horses, and an unspecified number of dogs. A teenage boy was allegedly tasked with restraining the animals while the twisted trio committed their bizarre crimes. The horses that were assaulted by the men were all females, in case it mattered to you. And they also reported that the animals were placed in the care of the Pennsylvania Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So luckily, this is a case that has been solved. They have locked those twisted fuckers up in a prison, and that is where they will stay for many, many years. And I think it's really disgusting. And like, what the fuck?
That is... I just always wonder, like, what is the animal thing? Is the animal like, what the fuck is going on?
Probably, and that's why the little teenager had to restrain the damn animals. This is some bullshit.
Okay.
But enough about the sick, twisted fuckers. Today's topic is long distance dick, which is perfect. I was hoping that your weekend went well because I wrote a little note, like reminder in case we don't have shit to talk about. Let's talk about this because you know I like it, and now I think you like it too. So tell us some more.
So
about how you've been feeling.
Well, okay. horny is how I've been feeling. And I'm actually glad that this is long distance dick because I've been working on, and I say this all the time because I got to remind myself, I've been working on not falling in love with everyone because we're having this great chemistry. Great chemistry is not abnormal for me. That normally be happening. That's why I be falling in love with these niggas. So I think it's dope that this man is a long distance dick because I don't have access to it all the time. I can't imagine what I would be like if I had access to this dick the whole quarantine. Nigga.
I'm just playing.
No. I was going to say it if you didn't. A bitch would have been pregnant. Like, so I like long distance dick right now, as long as we're keeping it what it is. You know what I mean? No, I am doing good on not being like, you're about to be my boyfriend. I don't even want him to be my boyfriend. It is this, I'm taking the situation for what it is, and it's so much fun, Kiki. It's just
good. That's good. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
When it's fun, you have fun with the person and the sex is good. Sexual compatibility, you don't realize how real it is until you get it. And I've had it before, but there's different levels to it. There's that top premium level where you just be like, everything we do to each other, you could just graze my collarbone. You did it right. You sure did do it right. Like, eat my pussy and you do it just how the fuck I want you to do it. And we can just be as nasty as fuck as we want together.
And it's not the same every time.
And it's not the same every time. And the cool thing about long distance dick is hopefully you're not in the same long distant place at, every time you fuck. So it's really different after that. And you want to fuck a lot because you don't know when you're going to see each other again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the long distance.
Because girl, I told you I've been setting up my text messages. I really only got one piece of long distance dick to hit up, but I am thoroughly looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. I have a few things that I'll share throughout today about what's been happening, but ain't shit happen for real in real life because he don't live here, which is for the best.
But see, I like that you said that I'm looking forward to it. That's a big key to it also, looking forward to what y'all want to do to each other.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting because it's like, okay, if somebody lives in the same city as you, you might talk about it, but there's not really, to me, most times there's not much of a buildup. Like maybe if your schedules are super busy, you have that. But when they live 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away, or even an hour away, that's easy to get to. When you go have to get in a car and drive 11, 12 hours and take a bunch of different fucking highways to get there or catch a flight and all this other stuff, you're not going to just be hopping over there. The flights are no longer $30, unfortunately. So like in between time, I know what I like to do is do a lot of texting, sexting, videos, pictures, boomerangs, everything. Bitch, I almost fucked up my phone. So I don't know if y'all remember, but earlier pre-quarantine, I thought somebody stole my phone or something. Like I lost it, but then I thought they stole it from the store. I got another one. The very next day when I get my new phone, I drop it. And the whole back shatters. I had gone to Texas like the next day. And so the whole back shattered. I didn't have a case on it, but I had just gotten the phone that day. And I hadn't had a case on my other phone, but I had cracked the front a little bit. So I was just like, whatever. Went to Target, bought a case. Boom. So I know that the phones are water resistant. But I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep the case on. And if I break the phone, I break the phone. It's paid for. I'm due for an upgrade. It's $100. I'm trying to do something right now because I don't know what came over me. I was extremely horny. I hadn't even taken my she orgasms. Use code Kiki said so. So I took one of my toys, right? I would pull it out, but I think it's a little messy. I don't want to embarrass myself today. I do that every week. So I have this one toy and I put it in the shower with me. So I went in the shower and I took my phone with me. And I was so fucking nervous to get in the shower with my phone because the back is cracked. The case is still on, but I was like, if I fuck up this phone, trying to send this nigga who I can't even fuck for like 2.5 weeks, I'm going to be salty as fuck. But then I thought about what that dick hit like and I didn't even care. So I went in the shower and I'm like taking all these videos. I took a ton of videos, some pictures, some boomerangs, everything. It took me a while to get it right, which is the real reason I took so many. So I sent him one afterwards. He enjoyed it. I sent him one a few minutes ago. And I was like, do you like my nails? But it's just me playing with my pussy.
I love doing shit like
Well,
that.
one of my friends told me, I was like, I want to text this guy, but I don't know what to say. I feel like we sex so much. I'm probably boring now. So she was like, just ask him if you like your nails and be playing with your pussy. I said, bitch, I ain't never done that before. That's a good one. So that's what I did. Just try it tonight.
Listen, well, my nail got broken. 'Cause the juice get rough.
Well,
But
when you get them done, take a bunch so you just have them in the archive.
I did it one time though with my dog. It was not bestiality. Here's what it
Wait,
was.
what?
I have a mirror in my doorway, right? And I was just looking at my phone in the mirror though, about to take a picture, and Shy was in the background. So I was naked. Or I had on like some really sexy panties, and I covered up and took a picture, and you could see her in it. And I sent him the picture. I was like, "This is my dog, Shy."
Oh,
He said,
okay,
I don't
that's
even
cute.
see no dog in the goddamn picture.
Good.
But let me ask you this about long distance dick.
Okay.
Do you find yourself like, do you always talk to your long distance dick, or do you only talk when you know you're gonna see each other? Or is it sporadic?
Always talk to her.
Like, do y'all keep in touch?
I know it.
Or is
I know what you mean. I'm just laughing because you know I don't. Okay, so always talk to him when I know that I'm coming or there's a chance that I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then every now and then when I get horny, like I text him or he'll text me. Well, I won't even say when he gets horny because I low-key think he's a sex addict, this particular person. But if I haven't like hit him up in a while and I say something about going to Texas and he's coming to and he knows I'm coming to Texas, his ass is gonna send me a message like, you thought you wasn't gonna call, you thought you wasn't gonna text. No, I wasn't gonna do that. Like, no, Daddy, I didn't think that. But yeah, I don't talk all the time. Do you?
Okay, not all the time, but it's a problem. I gotta find another nigga. Because
Why?
Well, because I just said I was trying to work on not getting too attached and letting it be what it is, which it is just fucking and having a good time and traveling from time to time.
Okay.
However, that's why I think I need to just find somebody else to put some more emotion into, to spread it out, because we do be talking a lot. Like, I'm to the point where I'm so excited to send videos. I'm sending them every day, morning, noon, night, snack time, after hours. Like, okay.
The siesta.
Yeah. Like, what you do? You want a break from work? Here you go. Like, I need to slow my roll because I know me and I will be planning the wedding next week. So yeah. Another thing I like about long distance dick though, and tell me if you like this, you don't talk about normal stuff. Like, it's not like when niggas live in the same city as you and you see each other a lot, sometimes you bring in the everyday stress of your life into that situation. Like, I never talk to this man and I'm like, oh my God, I had such a stressful day, or it was so busy at work today, or I just had a lot of work to do today. We don't talk like that. It's always like sex. Always.
My favorite part, yes. Me too. And I think that's why I like the long distance. I'm like, I probably never have like a healthy relationship. I can have toxic ones all day, but I'll probably never have a truly healthy one because I don't want to talk about that boring shit. That's what my friends are for. I got plenty of friends who I could talk to about it. As long as I got one, to me, I got plenty of friends to talk to the shit about, I want to talk about the nasty shit. I want to talk about how you're going to fuck me. I want to know what you thought about yesterday. I want to know what you want to try tomorrow, or, next month, or whenever the fuck I'm gonna fuck you again. I'm gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna talk about what we're gonna eat for dinner
and what we're gonna eat. Yeah, we can talk about what we're gonna eat. Oh, we ate good this weekend too.
What you eat, girl?
Now we was in Louisiana, a little country part of Louisiana, but the food
was probably hitting.
The food was hitting, and that dick was hitting. Okay, let me stop. All right. The food was hitting. We had a lot of seafood. The only thing is, I don't like when seafood is really seafoody. You know what I mean? And
it comes from the sea or the Gulf.
I know, but it was like, I guess maybe I'm not used to the seafood being so fresh. And like, I had some shrimp and it was just so shrimpy. Like it was not even rinsed from the sea.
No, that's just dirty, because that's not okay. So, like, did they not season? What exactly did you eat?
They seasoned it. It was good. I had shrimp. I had crab.
Was it like steamed, boiled? Was it in a dish?
The shrimp was in a pasta dish, and The crab was like these little fried crab legs.
Okay.
But it was just very seafoody, like oceany. Like they just took it out the ocean and put it in the pot. And
now I hate to tell you this, but it might not have been good. Like maybe it was a little, because it shouldn't taste that way. But I don't know. Maybe it's like you said that it's just too fresh and you're just not used to that taste. I don't know. I didn't taste it. You didn't get sick, did you?
I didn't get sick.
Okay, good. So that's a good sign. Maybe it's just the flavor, or maybe they didn't do enough seasoning.
Maybe. But
you had a good time overall outside of the food.
I had a good time overall.
So what were y'all doing? Did you go on a swamp boat?
We did. We were supposed to go on a boat, but the weather, like you were saying in Louisiana, how humid it is and hot as fuck. It stormed a lot when we were out this weekend. Not even a lot. We got there Thursday. It was storming. Bitch, I couldn't get an Uber. I never got on the Uber app and it said no cars available.
I
have never had that happen. Like,
depending on where you are, yeah.
Yeah. So they have a really nice casino in Lake Charles, Louisiana called the Golden Nugget. And they have it they have them in Vegas, and they have some other places too. When I tell you, it felt like we were in Las Vegas, bro. It was so much fucking fun. The pool, the DJ, just the whole environment was a really great time. And it was even more fun because Lake Charles is small. You know what ended up happening, which was very random? Why did I run into my ex?
Where? At the casino?
We went into one of the bars at the casino and we're leaving out. And this was like I don't want to say a couple trip, but there were a couple people there. So
okay. So it wasn't just
we're all
y'all.
leaving. Yeah. And the guys are going before the girls, and the girls are coming out, and I'm cocking out. I'm a little bit drunk. And I was like, y'all already know who my ex is. I've said his name multiple times. I said, Skyler? He was with a girl. I was like, you need to upgrade. Apparently the girl looked like she wanted to punch me in my face. One of the girls that was with me was like, Medina, you know how I can get when I'm a little drunk. I get a little bit loose lipped. And so I guess I said, he's my ex. I hope you like have good sex with him or something like that. I don't know. It was something that was just so not appropriate.
I would be looking like, bitch, what the fuck?
She was looking at me like she wanted to fight me. And she was just like, and I was like, oh, it was just the oddest thing to run into your ex. It was weird. I haven't seen him in years. It was so awkward.
That is weird.
Bye. It was so fucking weird. But look, I got to flex a little bit because I was with a nice little group of people. So it felt good.
Yeah.
Like, you miss me, don't you? He called me the next day. I was like,
he did? Where was the girl? None of your damn business.
That ain't none of my business.
I know that's right. Okay, so before you went out there, did you or I'm using this time because you have such positive things to say. I don't know how many times you've really had like an out of town fuck buddy. I feel like typically they're local besides him and the last one. But anyway, no, it doesn't matter. What do you pack when you go?
Kiki, normally I don't really prep for these things.
Okay.
But this time this specific time I want it to be every time I see him, I give him the best sex of his life. And I feel like I'm doing that, and vice versa. So
that's good. Y'all are on the same path.
I packed 2 of my vacuum suction toys, which I ended up leaving one in the hotel. I'm so mad. I packed this bodysuit that has all the holes cut out. So there's not really a lot of fabric on it. Like your whole booty's out, your vagina's out, your titties is out. But it's like a pants onesie and everything is out.
So your knees are covered. You got a little bit of sleeve. A little bit of thigh.
Slither of sleeve. But everything else is out, so you don't got to take nothing else off, because I had told myself when I see him this time, I'm going to dance for him. So, bitch, I made a playlist.
What was on the playlist? I want to make one.
Okay, so I did. He's older and he likes older music. He really don't like that ratchet shit, but I had to throw in a couple of the ratchet songs. But I put, y'all about to laugh at me, I put Tevin Campbell, a little bit. You know Tevin Campbell, what's the one where he's like, something about I want to know your name?
I want to know. No, that's not it. That's another song. But I know what you're talking about. I think
all weekend. I don't know why I can't think of the name, but I had Tevin Campbell.
You want to know the name?
I had Had a little bit of Janet in there. Had to put some Chris Brown in there. The song that
Wait,
I
what
danced.
Janet?
I did the one where it's like.
What did she say? What did she say though? Because that ain't telling me nothing. All Janet Nasty songs sound like that.
God damn, I can't remember.
I have two Janet songs that I love.
Anytime.
So if it's not,
that's what it is.
Anytime, any place.
Yeah.
Okay. Add these are newer. They're not super new, but just add these. Anybody got a sex playlist? 2 of them. Number 1 is Would You Mind? That's a good one to like for it to be the first song. She's got instructions in there like, would you mind if I did all of these nasty ass things? She's got sex moans, it's rain in the background and shit, and you can just follow her instructions if you're a nervous bitch like me. Don't matter how many times I fuck somebody, if I know the dick is gonna be good, I'm gonna be nervous. And so
That's
if I ever been nervous around you,
had in there because bitch, I needed some instruction. I was
listen to it when you get off. And then the second one is discipline. So discipline might be good for the end because she's basically like, I need some discipline tonight. I've been a bad girl. So anyway, okay, Chris Brown, Janet Jackson, Tevin Campbell,
Janet Jackson, and I did the Nobody song by Chris Brown. Or Who You Gonna Call? It's like the Keith Sweat song Nobody, but it's a remix that Chris Brown did. That's what I ended up dancing.
That's
to,
what he
which
said. Got it. Ooh.
I really suggest that if you're gonna dance for a nigga, don't be drunk. Because it didn't really turn out how it was supposed to. I was falling out of my shoes. He was even like, "Baby, okay, let's and I was like, "No, let me start this song over." And I went in the bathroom. I was like, "I'm gonna start over. Let me do my entrance again real quick." No, but I can do it. He was like,
I'm proud of you for even doing it because I've always wanted to do that, but I get too nervous and I talk myself out of it every time.
And I think that's why I got so drunk, because I was nervous. I'm not a huge dancer. I'm more of like you've been to the Cheetah before, how they just be swaying. Yeah, I can do like a sway.
You gotta hand him the dollars.
Yeah, but Cola was like, you need to bend over in front of him and make your booty jiggle, and it just didn't work. I was falling out of my shoes. I was drunk, but it's still
whatever. A for effort.
Yeah. I put a little bit of Future on there. Have you ever heard Fly Shit Only? Fly Shit Only. I put that in there because it makes me feel. I put some. Yeah, it's a good little, like you can crawl on the bed. Yeah, twirl your little head a little bit. Like, what's up? Then I put Tamia on there, So Into You, because I do want him to know, like, I do that.
The vibe was so good, and then here you go reverting back.
Because I gotta stay true to me. And
be yourself. Yes, it's important to be you.
The truth is, if I can put some subliminals in there too, maybe make this be a thing. Well, nigga, I want you to know I like him. He's cool. So I did throw that in there, but I could feel the pause when it played. He was kind of like,
the fuck is this? Did you mean to do this? Okay.
I really wanted to add some R. Kelly on that playlist, but I was like, are we allowed to do that? How do you feel about still listening to R. Kelly?
I'll be totally honest. There's a few songs that I love, but there's just so many songs that I love from people who didn't do what he did. It's not that important to me to play them. And I'm also not 50, so. So you put some on there. Okay. So after that one, okay. So you had your whole playlist.
I had my playlist packed, the 2 toys, the chargers.
Important.
I packed so much lingerie. Now I barely got to any of it because a bitch was naked the whole time. But what I will say is I packed some key pieces to throw on in the morning after the shower. So I got this really sexy short lingerie dress that is see-through on the titties, but it's like tight around my hips, but kind of loose around the bottom. So it just fits perfectly. So there was one morning where we had fucked and I got in the shower, but we weren't leaving the room yet. So I put that on and I came out of the bathroom and my hair was kind of wet because I don't know why, but I didn't put a shower cap on.
You was feeling like me. It was probably a good shower.
It was.
You just feel like you're in the commercial.
Yes, until it's time to redo that hair. You'd be like, why did I do that? So I came out and I wasn't even, you ever have moments where you're not even cute yet? Like you haven't put on your makeup. Like I said, my hair was kind of frazzled from the shower.
You got 4 eyelashes left. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5. And I came out and I made sure I put a little oil on and I came out and he was like mesmerized. He was like,
that oil gets them, y'all. Put that oil. If you can remember, get in the shower with the oil, put it in before you even do your final rinse off. So when you get off, you have beads of water sitting on top of the oil because oil and water don't mix.
Glistening.
I did that one time for one man, and he was like, you just get out of the shower looking like that? I was like,
Knowing good and well, my bitch ass get out, be ashy.
He was like, or you put that baby oil on. I was like, God damn it, why you couldn't just... Well, whatever.
So I just made sure each step of the way.
Guess what? There's a new vitamin out, and it will literally make you taste better. Taste Vitamin is a new product that will work for all of our listeners. Taste Vitamin includes mango, strawberry, banana, cinnamon, and peppermint powders, which work together with your pH to safely alter the flavor of male and female personal fluids, adding both a fruity and semi-sweet taste. Taste helps you take your sexual experience to the next level by providing yourself and your partner the nutrients you need to taste sweet. You can get more info on Taste Vitamins by visiting their Instagram at TasteVita or visiting their website at www.tastevitamin.com. When you're ready to make your purchase, be sure to use promo code CockTales10 for 10% off. That's CockTales10 for 10% off. And now let's get back to the show.
And like we're saying, this is long distance dick. I'm not always doing this for niggas.
This one time, right? Yeah.
I
thought you were this thing that you're doing right now is like a specific time.
This is a specific time. But I made sure for the weekend, I had like morning sexy outfits. When we came into the room for a little break or a nap, sexy outfit to throw on to like take my clothes off. I just made sure I packed things that would.
What do you put on for the outfit change? What do you put on for the outfit change? That's sexy.
If go to the room for a couple hours.
I need to pack it in my bag.
either like another little slip, or I have these onesies that I be getting from Sheen, like $7. You just jump into them. They tie up around your neck, and it's like a little shorts thing, but your booty is out and your whole back is out. And it's just comfy. So if you're just going into the room to like, I don't know, freshen up or take a nap, you can just put it on, as opposed to like if you don't want to be naked. Or if you don't want to lay down in your clothes, you just put it on, and it's like loungewear, and it makes your booty look
loungewear.
big.
Oh!
And I like when a nigga notices that, like, he was like, "You really just be putting this stuff on?" I'm like, I sure do. So I packed toys, a bunch of lingerie, and just sex clothes. A lot of them we didn't even get to, but
let's leave them in the luggage for next time.
What you be packing?
I tried to pack lingerie one time, but usually, like, I don't know if the stuff that I like is just too intricate and is better for a picture than real life, because it's not easy access like you. That's what I need to do next. That's a better idea. But the shit just be cute. Well, not belts, but it's like there might be some snaps or some buttons or a zipper, and they be like, I need some help. They'll try, you feel them fumbling for a while, and it's like, all right, bitch, I should be naked by now according to the playlist or according to my schedule. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'll pack certain things to wear. I always pack my sheet orgasms. I pack baby wipes. Sometimes things get a little messy. I've woken up too many times with cum on my neck. It's not cute when you're going to brunch with your dad or somebody else, your baby sister. So yeah, pack those, toys, and lube. Now, I always tell people this. I know a lot of people don't feel like they need lube, and many people do not need it. I don't need it, but when you use it sometimes, it's just different. I don't know. So I like to pack it. I don't use it
all normal pussy juices.
It's just like
dripping.
Yeah, but it's like also it could be like if you're sucking zig, or if you're doing a lot of touching, like if he uses his hands a lot or you use your hands a lot, especially in a threesome situation. There's a lot of hands. There's a lot of other body parts. And at certain times, it might not be flowing as much because it's been so many things that done touched it. They done pulled it away. It's not like a never ending faucet, you know, depending on how much water you drank. You could be drinking too much before you fuck, you're dehydrated, whatever. But it just amplifies it. Even when you feel super wet and you could be fucking him, but maybe you don't have enough spit in your mouth. to spit on his dick and like suck his dick really good, but you could use
I
a
hate
lube
when
for that.
happens. When you
I
try
hate
to
it.
spit and you be like,
It doesn't just have to be for your pussy. And then if people are into anal, which I'm not, it's good for that. So anyway, I like to pack that just to have it on hand, just in case. You know, we need it, we want it, whatever. What else do I pack? A portable charger, because I don't want to be limited by the plugs in the wall. And y'all know me, I like to take pictures and videos while I'm having sex. I want to go watch this later.
At what point do you do that? Because I did want to do that this weekend, but I got nervous.
So this is what I do sometimes. Whenever I remember, I'll be like, I want to record this because this is only for tonight, and I want to watch it when I get home, and I'll show you what I do. If I even get to the last sentence, they're usually like, okay. Because sometimes I think a lot of times I think guys want to ask you to record it because they like that shit. But they maybe don't want to disrespect you, or they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't know how you feel about it. So if you do it, I have never, and I've fucked a lot of niggas, I've never met a man who was like, no. Like, they don't. And I mean, if he said no, you just respect it and move on. And it's fine. I got a bunch of other files, got a whole folder. Please don't hack me.
Well, I'm going to tell you how it goes, because he might come out here this weekend, and I'm going to suggest that we record it. But I feel like he's going to say no.
Why?
Just because of who he is. I feel
Let
like
let him hold it so he can control the angles, and he won't be afraid of anything like that. Because I'll let them hold it. It's my phone. I mean, I don't always make it be my phone, but if it's my phone, I'll give them the phone. Especially if it's somebody that I think might be a little nervous for whatever reason, they can hold it so they can take control. I don't really need to see your face. I know what you look like. I want to see the dick going in and out of my pussy. Okay.
Do you sit it on like a little tripod?
Well, I have put it on a tripod. You can't see it right now, but I'm sitting in front of my vanity, and I have that little gooseneck arm thing with the clip. So like one time somebody was over here and he was holding the phone but sitting where I'm sitting and facing my bed. And then I told him, put it in here. So nobody has to hold it. It's just sitting there. But normally I just hand him the phone because I want it from his point of view. So he can hold it. On? Yeah, I usually keep the lights on. Like right now, I got the vanity lights. It's like Hollywood sign, like all the way up. I keep the lights on, but I have recorded when there are no lights, and it's still kind of cool, especially if it's somewhere where it's like it's lit up by like the nighttime sky, like if there's floor to ceiling windows or just like a lot of windows, period, no matter what kind they are, and you can see the city lights coming in. It looks good, but I hand it to them, and then so if this guy might be a little shy about his face being in, or you doing something with it or whatever, be cognizant of tattoos because that's the thing, but tell him I want you to record it, and so then you can still get the excitement of knowing you're being recorded, but he will be in control of what's being recorded, so nothing he records is going to be too much for him because he holding the phone, and then eventually he gonna get tired of holding the phone. The shit gonna feel too good. He gonna drop the phone, and all you see is sheets, and that's the ending of a good video.
I'm gonna try it. I mean,
try it, girl. Do you feel like you do more when you go out of town?
Absolutely. And bitch, I will do if you're a long distance dick in my life, you can damn near ask me. You can ask me to do whatever it is that you want to try. And I even told him this. Like I don't remember if we were having FaceTime sex or if we were sexting, but I told him, if you just want to fly me out to fuck me and you're busy and all I'm really going to do is stay in the room, I'm totally down for that because the dick is worth it. And
you told him that?
I told him that. He was like, you making my dick get hard and I'm about to walk into a meeting. Stop. I'll
stop if you book my flight.
If the dick is worth it, I will do above and beyond to make sure we both come. And you know how I be telling you I really don't orgasm, bitch. When I texted y'all this weekend and was like, can y'all tell me how to squirt? It was because I was like, okay, I'm like, I went into another
and I was
universe.
Like, damn. I texted her probably 2 hours later. It's done now. I was having a family moment. Shit. Did you squirt?
I didn't.
Okay. Keep trying. Now is the perfect time. You can think about that. You're by yourself. Nobody's watching you but shy. And just keep trying.
I'm just gonna keep trying because I think if I can do it, he's the one that can make me do it. Do you go above and beyond? Will you try anything for a long distance worth it dick?
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty easy, so I do that a lot. But out of town is just like, yes. And I will say this, I don't think it's because the man is out of town. I actually think it's because the sexual chemistry is so good. Mm-hmm. Because I have someone who is local who I fucked, and he'll say things like, what did I do to deserve this? And I'm like, really nothing, nigga, but I like fucking. So I said, don't feel special. But, you know, with the guy out of town, it's like, you have just fucked me so good for so long. You deserve it. This sex so good. You shouldn't be fucking for free, but I appreciate it because I'm not paying for that shit. But I would think about it. Honestly, I would.
If I had it, I might. I'm not gonna lie.
And if he wants dinner, I'm gonna make it, buy it, whatever. But
now,
definitely do more. I do, at least.
Do more. I'm trying to figure out how to even. What else can I do? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to lick his booty hole.
How did that go? And what position was he in? Okay.
He was like, stop. He was like, you know.
Was he drunk?
He was. We were kind of. I was
tipsy.
Drunk. Tipsy.
You were drunk. He might have been tipsy or just.
But I remember it was just like that after. You know when the drunk passes and you're kind of sobering up, but you're still hazy. Mm-hmm. I was like, baby, I just want to make you feel good. I know that, like, because we were having a conversation at dinner with everybody about booty hole play, and all the dudes were like, maybe a little lick, but like, and he was like, no, I don't want nothing on my booty hole played with. So I was like, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it tonight. So we got to the room. I was sucking his dick really good, real sloppily, and I was like, baby, I am just gonna go down there a little bit. And he was like, I'm really not playing, stop. And I was like, let me just do it a little bit. Well, because I didn't want to get punched, bitch. He had already said he wasn't with it.
He did say.
I was like, let me just try. So like, he kind of lifted his legs up and he was like, So like, we were in this little tug of war between, I was like, let me just a little, his balls were like on my nose. And I was like, let me just get in there a little bit. And it didn't happen.
You have to,
what's going on here?
I needed a refill. So my dear friend Tiffany is on production duty today. She came to help me with my cookbook, which will be available very soon, to scan some personal photos in there. So she's in the other room. That's why I'm in here. Thank you so much, Tiffany. You're an angel.
Shout out to Tiffany, y'all. Tiff said, let me help you out.
Make you one too if you'd like. She said, I sure will. Okay, what did you ask me? What were we talking about?
I was saying how I was having a tug of war with his legs and my elbows, trying to lift his,
this is what you got to do. Give it. I understand. And I'm not saying to do something without somebody's consent, but sometimes, and this is why I'm so adamant about this, sometimes I think it's more of a mind over matter thing with guys, and they think it's gay. And that's the real reason they don't want to try it. But it's like, it's just pleasurable. So I'm not saying do this. And he's like, bitch, I said no. Not like that. But next, maybe on the third or fourth time that you're with him on one of these trips, when you're sucking his dick, get it really wet. Let it be really good. Let the spit dribble down there. Don't put your tongue down there, your face down there. Don't make him get into any sort of position that is any different from what you're doing. But just see, because sometimes they will respond a little differently when you don't say the words. Because I think that the words fuck them up sometimes. Like, maybe if you just slid down there, not stick your finger in, but just massage it like this, they'd be a little bit more open to it. Then it's like, okay, I want to play with your asshole. Sometimes it's the words that fuck them up. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, of course, don't do it. But I'm just saying, if you feel like he's open, because the first time I did it for somebody who did not ask me to do it, but I was like, I'm just going to try it. We'll see what happens. If he really says no, I'm going to leave it alone. Or if he gives me any pushback, of course. But no. And you try to poke me in my booty hole. So here we go. So anyway, that's exactly what happened. I used my finger and then I just let my tongue get lower and lower. And he was a little nervous and he enjoyed it. And
he just lifted up.
Hit it. Well, I I had to get in a very uncomfortable position to get back there because he was not lifting up. He was laying down. I was on top of him. And then I moved down, sucking his dick and stuff, like, you know, like this. And then I have to slowly get down. And I'm like at the bottom by his balls, suck his balls, move past the balls. And I'm kind of like upside down like this. And then I just kind of have to push just to get my tongue there, or like just the ball of my finger. I don't stick my nails in, just the ball of my finger. And they'd be okay with it. I mean, that's just a way. And it's also a way for the guys who listen, if you're nervous about it, but you want to try it and maybe don't want to use the words, you could just tell a girl to do something like that. Because I've noticed, and the guys I've done it with, I'll talk about it later, it's the words that throw them off sometimes.
I'm going to keep trying because I am determined.
He ain't going to never let you go.
Yeah. I'm determined to really explore with this man, and whatever it is that he would like to try. My body is a wonderland. My body is a wonderland. Leave my head. My body is a wonderland.
Welcome to 1999. Okay. So did he try anything with you that you didn't want to do?
There's not anything that I would say no to. I would say the one thing that he did with me was I gotta learn how to suck dick and make you come. He was like, we were like sleeping. He just woke up in the night, or maybe it was the morning. And he was like, I really want you to suck my dick and just make me come. I have a hard time doing that because sucking dick is a workout. Like, it really is.
It's very tiresome.
Dick. And if you're not going to come within like, I will suck your dick for like 5 minutes. That's a long time in dick sucking times.
I agree.
If you're not going to come in them 5 minutes, I don't know what else to do. Like, we need to put some porn on or something.
Does he typically come when he's getting his dick sucked? Did he say?
I need to ask him that.
Yeah, okay. I asked because the guy that I'm fucking here, he was like, I think you give excellent head. I was like, okay, thanks. I didn't ask, but thanks. We have a very strange relationship. So he was like, I just don't come from head. And I was like, so why you be asking for it?
What was his answer?
Because I'm just like,
because I mean, he was like, it feels good.
He was like, it feels good. I like it. And I'm like almost there, but like, I gotta fuck you to come. And I was like, so why would you ask for it at the end? And then why, if I'm doing it in the beginning, you just let me suck your dick for a long time and you be moving and squirming and shit like you're about to come? I didn't ask him this, but in my head, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? So I was sucking your dick for 20 minutes thinking at 21-minute marker, you was finally about to come because you moving and shit. You speaking gibberish like you was riding the short bus and stuff. What the fuck? So you was never gonna come? I could have put your dick in my pussy a long time ago. We could have been done with this. Because in my ripe old age, like I told y'all a few weeks ago, I could have sex for a while, but it's only so long. After a while, my sciatica starts acting up. Now it's about to be my shoulder flaring up. I got problems. And I want to do it that long. And it's like, bitch, maybe the last nigga's dick was a little bit smaller. This one's very big. I don't want to be red and raw tomorrow.
This one is
the fuck.
Another thing he wanted me to do was, I can take dick, but he went so deep and you know when they get too deep and smack
and they hit your cervix.
Yeah, and you can feel it when it hits it, and you kind of,
and they be like, oh, I felt something back there. Yeah, motherfucker, my cervix. Do I need to give you a diagram?
Or you jump, or your legs naturally just clench up and you're kind of like blocking them like from going any further. You can't even make your body stop. You can't, your body just does it like, this too deep. You went too far. Like,
you try to be a G about it.
You try to be
and you're a little lowercase a.
Mm-hmm. So he did it, and he did it one too many times. So I took my hands and put them by, on my thighs, and was like, or I put it on his chest and be like, and he was like, it's the only thing I want you to do. He was like, don't push me back. He was like, let me just hit it, even if it hurts.
So what you do? You let him hit it, even though
I'm
it
in
hurt?
pain right now. I mean, like I'm not only in, I
can't do it.
Medicine all day. You're not supposed to hit that spot. I believe you're not supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am a pleaser, and I let that nigga just ram the shit out of whatever that shit is. And
bitch, did you make your appointment to the guy now? Because you might have a broken pussy.
it's a broken something, but I'm like, woo, I'm hurting.
That is a pain that I do not like. I thought I had pelvic inflammatory disease at one point, so I was back to the gynecologist like, hey sis, can you check this out? Hey sir, can you check this out? They was like, no bitch, relax, and whatever was happening, you need to stop. And I was like, okay.
Before your ass. Could you imagine if I was really hospitalized because like I had a bruised cervix?
Yeah.
Probably on the way.
Yeah, I could imagine, because you probably would just try and endure the pain, especially because it seems like you have a high pain tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even realize how serious it was, but it would be. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay, when you go out of town, do you feel like you have more sex or less?
Absolutely. Because I don't really be, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I mean, if y'all remember, I was just saying I was gonna try to be abstinent and not be having
We
sex.
heard you.
I really believed myself. And I feel like I can still, you know, qualify for abstinence because he doesn't.
How?
Because he's not here. You know what I
Do
mean?
you know
So
what abstinence means?
you're not having sex.
So just because he ain't here, your pussy ain't even dried up yet. Oh, if only that's how it worked. Well, bitch, I'm a virgin. My clock has reset, honey.
Him and I were talking today, and he was saying his dick hurts because he was like, I feel like we just had so much sex that like, and I was telling him, I was like, everything on me just hurts. Like yesterday when I got back, I was like, everything just hurts. I had to just lay in the bed. Yes. He was like, my dick hurts. Like I just don't even get hard that often. I was like, I don't know how I stayed wet so long. And he was like, how many times do you think we had sex? At least, and I kid y'all not, we think we had sex at least 56 times.
In how many days, bitch? Did you eat? Did you drink water? Did you pee? Did you bathe?
I don't know what this is.
Fun.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just been a very long time since I've met niggas, and they excel in other parts of, you know, connecting with someone, but not really the sex. Not that it's bad sex to any of y'all that do listen. Your sex isn't bad. It's just not it's just not life-changing. I'm having life-changing sex. Like whoever comes after this nigga, I feel like I'm gonna have to go through a treatment to get back into what normal sex is, because this is not normal.
Just fuck him and don't talk about it.
Is what? What you say?
I said, you laughed and then you was like, what? I said, just fuck him and don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Or come up with a little code. So if he listens, he knows this is really about you, but I gotta let my new nigga think it's about him.
Oh.
We'll talk about it offline. I just love long distance dick because it also gives you great time to focus on whatever else is important to you, whether that be bathing, brushing your teeth, which I don't know how much of that you did if you were fucking 56 times throughout the weekend. You can eat food, you can talk to other humans, and just live your life.
Yeah, I gotta find a new nigga. I'm accepting applications because this nigga gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna be the next weird sex.
Ooh, I hope not. Ooh. What you gonna do? You just gonna be popping up all the time?
Bitch, I don't know. Some weird shit.
That's how good dick will have you. Just confused. I mean, I don't know what I might do. I'm gonna be capable of anything, to be honest. So treat me right or move the fuck on. And by treat me right, I mean fuck me right. It's a special message.
Yeah. I was just telling one of my girlfriends, you treat a bitch right, you gonna get what you want. Please believe that.
You really will. And it's not always that everybody wants a whole bunch, because I don't really require that much. I just need you to be good 2 days out the week that I see you. And then other than that, we can negotiate the rest. But I really only need 2 days out of a 7-day week. Is that really too much to ask? Act right on those days and you can get your dick sucked. You can get fucked right. You'll have a happy life.
If you're gonna be my long distance dick,
oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I
Or 2
wanted
days
to.
out the month.
I want to make sure that every time we do something and it's long distance, it's fun. We keep it fun, and that's just what it is. It's fun. Maybe you check up on me every now and again, but if we're going somewhere, you handle everything without a question, without a doubt, and we're both just gonna enjoy ourselves and have a great time. Shall we move on to Indecisive Diane?
Sure.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
All right, Diane, what date idea do you have for us this week, girl?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. There's this place. It's called Pretty Little Taco Truck.
I like the sound of that.
So here's the deal. It's a Creole Mex street food place. But listen, they're only open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The locations and times will be posted on their Instagram prior to the day that they're open. So if it's Tuesday, they'll put where they're going to be and the time that they're going to pull up the Pretty Little Taco Truck on Monday night. Here's the Instagram. It's at Pretty Little Taco Truck. You ladies go here on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. You might find your husband.
Okay, girl, we might find somebody else's husband because this sounds like a date spot.
Well, listen, you might find a couple that's ready to swing. All the girls are pretty. The taco truck is pretty. The food is pretty and to die for. It tastes so good, and who doesn't love a taco? Thank you, girl. No problem, ladies. Oh, and it's Black owned. Thank you, girl. Have a good night.
Now we're back from Indecisive Diane, and I guess we'll hear a little bit of advice that you guys might need, and we'll try to help y'all. I hope we be helping y'all. You know, somebody sent me an inbox, and I got to screenshot it and send it to you, Key. She was like, thank you so much for y'all's advice on, I can't remember what it was, but I was like, thank you, because we don't really get a lot of that.
That kind of advice.
Lately, they've been switched from the advice.
Oh, yeah, no. I just be like, listen, I'm just going to talk to you like you one of my girlfriends. And this is what I would say to them. So it is what it is. I don't know what the fuck I just clicked.
I have one pulled up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it is. The subject line says manipulative sex.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous, please. Hey, ladies, listen, I'm having X trouble and would really love you ladies' advice. I'm 25 and he's 32. I've always loved older guys because I've always been very mature for my age due to being raised by my mother. Anywho, okay. I started dating this guy back in 2017. Need to remind, I had just gotten out of a 5-year relationship with my son's father. So I took a break for a year to kind of see what I wanted, mingled a little bit. So that's how I met my ex. We can call him Chevy. Okay, so we dated. Everything was fine. Sex was good, but not great. Yes, he was small, ladies. And look, you can do a lot with a small dick, so... But I overlooked it and really loved him for the kind of man he was. Okay, so boom. He turned out to be cheating on me. The chick he cheated with was pregnant with someone else's baby, which I found gross. Am I hearing that right? He was fucking the pregnant girl?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. She actually told me herself that they had a thing going all because he didn't get her shit for Christmas. And he went ham for me. So I'm guessing she was mad and ready to be spiteful. I hate a spiteful bitch. And so I'm guessing she was mad and ready. Oh, wait. And so I forgive him. I'm not sure why, but I did. Walk of shame. I know, right? Time goes on. Fast forward a year later, we're having problems. Communication is weak. Lack of sex again. I mean, everything is just a repeating cycle now. So one night we go to eat and he's like, okay, babe, I'll stay here with you tonight. I'm thinking, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to get some dick. Finally, hell, after a month. Damn, you waited? I would have been cheating. He says, child, he's sleeping like a baby. I'm asleep, but something just told me, bitch, get up. I'm telling y'all, I had risen like from the dead. So I went through his watch because I knew his phone was locked, shaking my head. The disappointment I found, he was still cheating, but this time with 6 different women. It was a stomach sickening feeling. He didn't say a word. He couldn't say shit. He just left. Fast forward 7 months, he's now expressing that he's sorry and he regrets it all. Needless to remind you, I know for a fact he's still messing with these women. He's always been very manipulative. I feel that he wants me all to himself while he screws these women, and I still should be all for him. My pussy has been throbbing for so long. I have a slight attraction towards women because when I masturbate, it's lesbian porn. Kiki, I love how nasty but sophisticated you are. And Medina, I love your wild free spirit energy. Stay beautiful, ladies. So, ladies, how do I handle this situation? And she sent a picture of herself. She's pretty and I love your glasses, boo. And your braids. Your little short, set it off braids.
Well, fuck that nigga. He is stressing you out. I don't know if she said how she was. It really doesn't matter. But y'all, maybe you won't want to hear it from me. Maybe you need to hear it from Medina or somebody else. Leave these niggas in the dust who are stressing you out too much. You're too young. You're too beautiful. You got too much in your future and too much going on, even if it's really nothing. It's still too much to be dealing with somebody who's going to bring you down anyway, whether it's about sex, a relationship, a friendship, work, all of that. Let that shit go. It is taking years off of your life. It doesn't feel good. It's hard to do, but once you do, I promise you, you will feel better. I've been through it. I think you should leave him alone. As far as the attraction for women, embrace it. Bitches is horny right now, okay?
Look, I had a couple.
You know how many people's pussies I got in my phone? And I don't even know them girls. And I don't even have their phone number saved.
Bruh, I had a couple reach out to me on Instagram in my DMs, and I actually responded. That's how bored bitches is.
You gonna try it?
I told the girl that her husband reached out, and I wasn't comfortable with it. Then the wife reached out, and I was more comfortable with that. And so they live in Arizona. I was like, look, I'm gonna send y'all like my little media kit. And
why are you sending the media kit?
They need to pay me. They found me from Temptation Island. I'm not coming out here to do this just for the sake of doing this with y'all. Y'all niggas need to cut a check, and that's
you need a separate rate card with a separate account. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about later. You need a separate kid. What the fuck?
This is messed up. I gotta stop drinking. I'll put this in the notes. I gotta stop drinking Casamigos. It's making me.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, I did see that.
So my advice to you, young lady,
oil, and my arm feels more flexible.
Ooh. Okay, girl. I heard you.
Okay, so what do you think?
Here's what I think, because I feel like I've actually had this situation with the ex that I just said that I ran into this past weekend. I call it the Tiger Woods cheat. He did a Tiger Woods cheat on me, found out about it. I was heartbroken. And the crazy thing is, it was like we broke up, but then when I felt really bad, he had his family calling me and his job, I did get back with him. I got back with him and I tried to do it. Here's the thing. I believe in once a cheater, always a cheater, unless you got to look at the situation. You said there's 6 different bitches. That's a cheater. He's
still active in it. Yes.
If it's someone that just cheated one time and they show you how sorry they are, okay, that's different. But for the most part,
because he wanted to change.
Yeah.
That's the part y'all miss.
And he going to do everything he has to do to change. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're probably going to feel
and
bad
enough potato
for him.
Salad in the world to change his mind. The macaroni and cheese is not going to hit right.
That nigga going to change his number. He going to change his whole lifestyle. He really going to make you see that he made a mistake. But most of the time, that's not the case. He is a cheater. And even though it might be hard, try to get over him, or you are going to waste your time. And what's going to happen is, and I always like to use this as an example, is because I'm glad it has not happened to me. You're going to have a baby by that nigga. And then it's going to be even more depressing and sad that you have. And you don't want that to happen. I have a friend that went through that, and we've actually fell out because of it, because that's what's going to happen. So you can leave the nigga now, or you're going to have a baby by him. She had a baby by him. Then it was like, and you're sad.
It happens.
Try to do what you have to do. And you already know I'm the bitch that falls in love all the time. But I'm also the bitch where when it really is time to get up and go, it's time to get up and go. So it's time for you to get your shit up and go. There's so many niggas out here that will treat you right and pay your bills and take you on some trips and give you good
And
dick.
especially when you find, and especially when you find your own happy, that other shit is not gonna hit the same. As a person who's been through it, picking the wrong niggas all the time, like y'all think I'm just cold. I'm not always like this. I should have been like this a lot. It took so much hurt to get through it. So when I tell y'all I see something that reminds me of the past, cut that shit off. You're not happy. You're not going to be happy. And if he comes back to you later in life and he is happy and he's in the place that he needs to be, he will be, but probably won't. So don't hold your breath and just move on with your life and keep on pumping.
Keep on pumping. I feel like, I'm not even going to lie, bitch. We don't even know you. I feel like you are a homegirl. And I feel like we just gave you the best, most honest, realest piece of advice. Move the fuck on.
Yeah, because that hit us.
That hit me.
All
Like, I was like, and when you going to see him again in life and you going to flex on that nigga.
Okay, you might not even know you flexing on him, but he gonna be sad. He gonna be writing his homeboys.
With an ugly bitch with a bad weave.
He might not even have no bitch. And how about that? With no dollars in his account, he gonna have $1.02. Okay, so anyway, next email. Okay, this one says, I'm ready to pop that pussy.
Ooh, pussy.
So with a W. Okay, let's see. Are you really? She says, hey ladies, so glad I just discovered your show. I love listening to two carefree. This ain't what you just read, is it? No. I love listening to two carefree Black women just living their best lives and not afraid to share their experiences with the world. Sorry if this is really long. It's not. Okay. I basically was raised in the church, and my friends and parents taught abstinence until marriage. I believed this until junior year of college. Ooh, child. I became fully aware of how religion is used to repress and shame a woman's sexuality, how virginity is a construct that only harms women, and that abstinence is a joke. Lucky for my parents, their strict religious parenting clearly worked, because only at 21 did I start the process of unlearning every negative thing I've been directly or indirectly taught about sex. Now, as for me, I've been masturbating and watching porn since I was 13. My fantasies include sex with men, women, and both. I've always enjoyed dressing and feeling sexy. I was always that girl that looked like she was fucking on the dance floor, but I've only done sex adjacent things, LOL. At 23, I feel like a loser for not having any sex stories to spill with my girlfriends or relate to. I'm not getting any younger, and I really just want to fuck. Whether he stays around or not isn't my concern. I just want him to respect me enough during the act to not hurt me. I literally just don't want any vaginal tears or my cervix damaged. Is that asking for too much? Hell no, before we even get to the end.
My cervix
but,
is
okay.
damaged. So.
All right. Well, that's not too much to ask for, though, that he doesn't damage your cervix. I don't want to tell the guy I'm a virgin, because he'll just get turned off and dip or make things unnecessarily awkward. I guess a big fear is it drastically not going how I imagined it at all. I felt Kiki when she said I felt Kiki when she said she almost felt like a nerd watching porn because she used it to see how to suck dick, how to have sex, etc. Because that's literally me. I've had vaginal and clitoral orgasms, had my pussy ate. I'm not afraid to give directions, and I know what gets me wet. I feel like because of this, my first time shouldn't be like the horror stories I hear from girls who don't know their bodies at all. The questions. Number 1, how can I make sure this nigga doesn't rupture? I'm sorry for laughing. It's just funny because I feel you. How do I make sure this nigga doesn't rupture my cervix while also not telling him I'm a virgin? Should I lie and say, go slow, it's been a while? And then question number 2, what do you really think is holding me back? I feel like I did the unlearning. I've come close, but there's always a factor that makes it a no for me, etc. Not in the car. I have no experience and need to play catch up. I haven't even sucked dick before, but I really want to. I'm ready to explore my sexuality with men and women, try different kinks, and literally try anything. But how can I even get there if I haven't even had a dick inside me yet? Sincerely, a 23-year-old virgin ready to bust that pussy open. She put all the B's.
Bust that pussy open. Bust that pussy open, ho. Bust that pussy open. Bust that pussy. Bust that pussy. Okay. For real.
Oh. I was trying to get up, but I didn't click the Zoom thing fast enough. I'm about to turn around. And I tell her, bring it back. Bust that pussy up.
Oh, I used to love that song.
And then you clap those hands. Oh. We're old. That song is so old.
Bust that pussy open. And Okay, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm torn with you, listener, because I don't like when I feel like somebody's trying to rush into something. And the reason why I say I feel like you're trying to rush into something is because you bring up, I feel like a loser when I don't have the stories to share with my friends. That's not really what this is about. If you just trying to fuck to have some stories to share, I personally don't think you need to fuck somebody because you do come from that religious background and you have something in you that is making you not want to fuck. It's not just because you're a virgin. If you want to try some shit, then try the shit. But don't try the shit because you want to have a story to share. I don't want you to have a regret. I don't want you, when it comes to this, I feel like when people have waited so long to lose their virginity, you're 23, that's a long time. Bitch, I was fucking when I think I lost my virginity when I was either 16 or 17. So it's like, I was already donezo. But like, you have waited this long. And if you just want to try some shit, meet somebody and let it gradually happen. But I personally think you are going to fuck yourself up if you just go out and try to start fucking. And if you do just start fucking, you definitely need to say you're a virgin because your goddamn cervix. I'm saying my cervix is bruised and punctured. And I'm 31 years old and I've been fucking since I was 16. Big dicks. The shit got punctured a couple days ago. So you definitely need to disclose that in a sexy way. The
what is a sexy way?
Are hitting home.
What is a sexy way? Okay, it didn't get punctured because you would know, but
it
didn't get even. Yes, hurt and punctured is different. So okay, what's the sexy way to tell somebody?
Maybe
because I feel like it ain't no sexy way, but you might know something I don't.
Get some sexy lingerie made, and maybe like on the bra part, on the bralette part, or on the back, it says "Surprise, I'm a virgin."
No, I'm saying not how to tell him she's a virgin. That's a whole nother thing. How you said tell him in a sexy way that he punctured your vagina.
No,
or your
I
cervix.
said tell him in a sexy way that you're a virgin because she was saying should she tell him she's a virgin so her vagina.
Tell him.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him.
Otherwise, because okay. I get your letter, and I think I know what you're talking about. It could go one of two ways. Either how Medina heard it, which I get that part, that makes sense, or it's how I heard it. And I heard it like, you don't really care about all the stuff that you were taught. You've done the work to unlearn it. You want to fuck. Your ass is horny. The pussy is wet. I feel you, sis. I feel you. So listen to me, and listen to me well. Tell that nigga you a virgin. But also tell him I'm not scared. But also tell him don't be acting crazy because I'm not a fake virgin like I've been fucking in my asshole for a while or I've been sucking dick for years. I haven't been doing none of this shit. But I want to try it and I feel comfortable with you. So please be gentle. That's all you got to do. It ain't no really sexy way to be a virgin. Virgins are not sexy. They're virgins.
I think virgins are sexy.
You want to fuck a virgin?
A female version, maybe. A man version.
Oh, hell no. Okay, so we see different. Because I don't want to fuck a female version or a man version because those bitches cling on too much. Even the ones that's not virgins. I'm good. The man version, I did that.
I think...
Horrible experience. But I think that you should tell him. When I lost my virginity, that nigga was a virgin too.
Oh,
and that was a horrible experience. Later, bitch, I'll never do that again. And I say it with my chest. But I think that you should tell him it's okay. There's no shame in it. And if he's disrespectful about it, that's not somebody you want to fuck. Because I think if he feels some type of way about it and like acts on it physically or like does something to embarrass you, he might tell you he don't want to fuck you because he gonna think you act crazy. That's fine. Move on to the next one. Somebody will be into it. But if he's okay with it and he respects it, it's gonna be good, because you do need somebody who's gonna respect the fact that you need to go gentle. It's gonna hurt. Possibly. It may not hurt. It may feel good, but a lot of times it hurts. You may physically tear. There will be a little blood. There's a lot that goes into the first, I would say, few times you have sex. It's not even always just a one-time thing. It depends on his dick, and different people have different ideas about the size of it. But I think you should be honest. I think you should have sex with him, see how you like it. You can find somebody who is not really a good fucker. This is just really, really personal advice from what I did. Fuck him a bunch until it gets comfortable. You're not gonna like the sex, but until it gets comfortable, and then you can go on and join us in the big leagues.
Yeah,
and fuck some niggas that know what they doing. You just need somebody who's like a baby fucker too.
But also,
that'll be good for you.
I just want you to really think about this, because I also want you to know that your emotions. People don't want to fuck virgins because, like Kiki said, you don't want them to cling on to you. You might not be able to grasp your emotions and just be sprung because this was the first person that literally came into your pure body at the ripe age of 23. You're still pure, unlike the rest of us, and so you don't know how you're going to react. I just want you to really meditate on this and really make sure this is what you want to do, because you talking about you just want to fuck, and you might just fuck and then you're gonna be falling in love and be sad sitting in the bathtub listening to Beyonce songs. So just really think,
get somebody out of town from another school.
Long distance dick.
That may go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a scammer.
Maybe.
Because he'll be locked up soon enough, and then you won't even have a choice if you can see him or not. Yep. Write us back and send us your cocktail after you fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she gonna fuck him.
Okay, so remember, if you want to ask some advice from us, email us. AskCockTales@gmail.com. That's AskCockTales@gmail.com. And now it's time for us to move on to cocktails.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cover. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
And I'll go first, because I'm gonna try to shorten it. Because bitch, we really been recording today.
They're gonna love it though. We haven't done an episode with each other in like a month. We've been sharing. Because both of us are in pain and we kept trying to drink the pain away. We need to do this every week. This is great. I love it. Okay, go ahead.
So when I
put my mic down.
Okay. I went out of town this weekend, and it was crazy because I know at the beginning of the episode, I was like, fuck, I was having a pregnancy scare, but it was crazy because obviously I wasn't pregnant. I'm drinking my tequila and I wasn't pregnant. I thought I was because I my body was feeling weird. So then my body got back to feeling normal, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't have the timing right. This is actually when my period comes at the end of the month every month. I just be always forgetting because I forget to update my Eve app. So anyways, I realize I can feel that my period is about to start, and I'm about to go out of town to see a nigga that literally all we do is fuck. So I'm like, fuck. I tell him, hey, this is really not going to be a great weekend because I was about to start my period and I feel like I'm going to see you on day one period. He's like, oh, no, hold up. Let's Google some shit and see if there's any way we can, delay it. He's Googling shit. I'm Googling shit. I normally do the thing where you can take 7 Tylenols and it'll stop your period. But I am now, I'm
bitch, what?
That will stop your period. If you ever want to fuck and you really just need to fuck and you're in an area where you're not going to be able to clean yourself off, like get the blood up and stuff, you can take 7 Tylenols back to back. Don't do it. I'm not telling y'all to do it. I have done it before and it works, but it's not smart. So I'm like, with COVID going around, I'm getting on planes, I'm getting a little older. I don't want to have a heart attack. Let me stop. So he was like, no, don't do that. We're going to call him Lieutenant Bay. We're going to call him Lieutenant Bay. So he He's like, yeah, babe. I tell him that's one of the options. He's like, babe, don't do that. Because what's not about to happen is your bitch has a whole overdose. And now we got a whole, I was like, you're right. Not going to do that. So I'm like, hey, I mean, Kiki, I'm doing extensive research on how can I curve or delay my period. So it says if you start at least 2 days, if you start doing this 2 days before you're supposed to start your period, and I can feel it coming. You know how your titties start to get bigger. And I was just getting everything confused. That's why I was thinking I was pregnant. I was like, I just lost track of when my period was supposed to start. So titties getting big, starting to get cramps, feeling a little chubby. It says you can eat lemons and drink apple cider vinegar and just literally just do it all day. Squeeze lemon juice in some water, a glass full of water. What you want to say?
Did it work?
Bitch, did it. But I still got lemons in my fridge. I got fucking lemons and a big old baby daddy size of apple cider vinegar. I'm go to the store. He's like, get as many lemons as you can. Get the apple cider vinegar. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm chopping up lemons. I'm juicing lemons. Every way you can suck and eat on lemons. I'm all day Wednesday. I started Tuesday night. Wednesday. Fucking eating the lemons, squeezing it in my mouth. I'm like, this has to work. This has to work. It says it's gonna work. I'm reading the reviews. Everyone's like, yeah, it really works. It really works. If you do it in enough time, it'll curve it for like 3 days. It'll make your period late. I'm drinking lemon juice, about to throw up because it's disgusting. I love lemonade, but you couldn't drink lemonade. It had to be the lemon.
Ain't got no sugar.
I'm just grabbing lemons and sucking on them. At this point, I'm cracking up, sending him pictures. I'm squeezing the lemons in my pussy. Like, look, I've got the lemons.
In your pussy?
I'm taking shots of apple cider vinegar. Bitch, I smelled like a vinegar ball. I'm guzzling the water. I'm doing it all day.
Were you in Iberia or something? Iberia making the damn Tabasco. That's what your pussy probably smell like with all that damn lemon.
So I'm like, I'm praying. I'm also using prayer. I'm like, please, God, like, there's no way you're going to have me come out here. My flight's on Thursday and I'm going to be out here till Sunday and I'm not going to be able to we're going to have period sex, but I want my pussy.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want
to subject nobody to that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like
day
all
one.
hell Bloody Mary.
Yeah. And then I get cramps like a motherfucker. And sex on day one period with cramps, it almost enhances your cramps. So I'm doing it. I was supposed to start my period Thursday night. That was also when my flight was. So I'm like he's like, did it come? And I'm like, no, it hasn't come, but I can feel my cramps. He's like, get some lemons and take them to the airport with you. I'm in the airport, bitch, sucking on lemons. And so I'm like, it still didn't come. So I keep going to the air. Keep on the airplane. I'm going to the bathroom checking like, okay, am I good? I put a little toilet paper down there just in case. Cause when you feel like your period's coming, it felt like the shit was coming. I was like, it's coming, baby.
Even when it's not.
I was like, it's coming. I'm just guzzling lemons. I'm asking the flight attendant, y'all got any lemons? She was like, no. So I texted him. I was like, hey, babe, just landed. Can you make sure you have a bowl of lemons in the room? I really need this. I need it. He's like, okay. So get there.
Okay.
Small little town. They don't have a fucking Uber. I can feel my period about to come. I'm like, they don't have Ubers available. My period's coming. I gotta get there. I gotta
get a real fucking taxi or figure out how to ride a bus.
Bitch, I had to get a taxi. Got the taxi. I get there. I see him. We've been sexting and texting and FaceTime sex leading up to this. Like, we're both fucking ready. So he comes, he's like, it's a whole casino. So I'm like trying to find him. He's like, you got pink shoes on? I was like, yeah, I got pink shoes on. See him, like, oh my gosh. I couldn't really remember him. I thought he was little. He's not little. He's like 6'4". And I was like, oh, I was a little drunk that whole weekend when I met him. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought you were a little man. He was like, what? So like, we're kissing. We just couldn't keep our hands off each other. So we go to the room. We were going to go see everybody else, but I was like, I need to go put my bags down. He was like, well, when we go in there, let's fuck. And I was like, well, wait, I think I started my period. He's like, fuck, no, you didn't. Get in there. Didn't start my period. He has the lemons. I'm sucking on the lemons. I'm drinking the water, guzzling. I'm like, but wait, no, let's not fuck yet. Because if we're going to meet everybody and hang out, I want to fuck you and lay in the bed and do all of that stuff. So he's like, all right, cool. So we go, we hang out with the other people. We have fun. We get a little drunk. So much fun. They made me take 4 shots back to back because everyone was 8 shots deep. So I take 4 shots of Casamigos.
8 shots?
Bitch. So I'm feeling myself. I'm high because I'm like, I'm about to get sex. It made me feel high. So they're like, him and I are looking at each other and texting each other like, fuck, I just want to fuck the shit out of you right now. But everyone else is like, let's get food. Let's get in the hot tub. Let's go swimming.
Get some dick. The fuck?
Y'all don't understand. I need this dick. So we do all the things that the people want to do. We get in the hot tub. And then finally I was just like, excuse me, everyone. I am so sorry. And this is probably very inappropriate. And I'm only saying this because you made me take 4 shots back to back. I would like to go fuck this nigga right now. Is everyone okay with that? He's looking like, he's not like me. I'm wild. He ain't really wild. He be acting wild when it's just me and him, but he not really wild. And everyone's like, oh, like, okay. I'm like, yes, I need to go and I need to fuck him. So him and I leave. We get in the room. I take a shower because I was just in the hot tub, aka pussy stew. So I'm like, fuck, I hope I didn't start my period. I'm testing it. Like, I'm actually sticking my finger in my vagina. Because you know, sometimes your period about to start and you don't.
I know exactly what you mean.
Bitch, God was with me. Them lemons, that apple cider vinegar, it was on my side.
It's probably the devil, but
let me tell you something. That night alone, I put on my lingerie, one of my little numbers. I put on the playlist. I called it Lieutenant Bay Playlist.
Okay.
And, bitch, oh my God, I could feel his dick right now. So I come out of the bathroom. We start kissing. I do my little dance number. You know, I start sucking his dick. We fucked the shit out of each other. We didn't sleep. We probably slept maybe an hour. And we had a boat day the next day. I would say we probably had sex that night at least 14 times. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, fuck, did I start my period? I thought I was going to be on the sheet. You know how day 1 period be. And then we just fucked. So I was like, it's probably really going to be enhanced. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't start my period. We have sex that morning at least 6 or 7 times. He ate my pussy.
I saw your tweet.
Girl, you.
I said, oh, she feeling it. I wonder if she knows that she tweeted this.
I did.
Enjoy the weekend.
He ate my pussy. That was the only night my pussy got ate because, like I said, God listened. The apple cider vinegar listened. Those lemons really worked. Right after we got done having sex the 6th time, I got in the shower and I started my period. And I said,
bummer.
I got out the shower. He was like, let's just fuck again before we get on the boat. And I was like, I just started my period. We still fucked.
What he said? Oh.
But I couldn't get my pussy ate.
If only they would like, you know, rare steak.
Right. It's funny that you said that because I said that
like
at some
medium
point.
rare.
And I was like, well, what kind of steak do you like? Because for real, it's the same.
Okay. You don't want to get none of this good stuff? It's fresh from the farm.
But we still had great sex the whole entire weekend. I just didn't get my pussy ate.
That's all right. I don't always have to get my pussy ate. All right. Okay. So I have a cocktail too. Mine is not nearly as exciting as hers and it's much shorter. But I was just going to share with you guys about, because I don't have a fresh raw one. I will soon. But this is about one of the first couple of times that I decided to go out of town and get some long distance dick. So long story short, I fucked this guy like once, right? But it was really good. And I was like, okay, so we'd stayed in contact. He didn't live where I lived. I had just moved to a new city. So I was going to go see him. So I go see him. I pack all this lingerie. I had all these plans. This is like 10, 12, 13 years ago. I don't know. So I pack all of this stuff. When I get to the city that I was flying to, I decided I'm going to go in the bathroom and change my clothes because I wanted to wear my like fresh off the plane. I thought I was in a movie. I always think I'm in a movie.
That's how that long distance dick will make you feel.
So I put on my lingerie under a red trench coat that I got from H&M. So he comes and picks me up. So I'm thinking we're just going to go back to his house. And so when we get out of the car, I'm going to show him what's under my trench coat, which is practically nothing. This nigga wants to go get gas. He ran out of time. He didn't want to have me waiting at the airport, so he wanted to get gas. He's like, are you hungry? I was hungry as fuck, but I was just trying to hop on that dick. And so I didn't think that we would stop to get food. But he's like, oh, we can go to eat. We can go to this place. These are nice restaurants that he's listing. And I'm like, little do you know, nigga, under this trench coat, all I got on is a fine as in small, not fine as in nice, piece of fishnet stocking that's only covering my titties, my abdomen, and a little piece of thigh. So I was like, no, I'm not really hungry. I was so fucking hungry that night. Anyway, long story short, I get to the house. We fucked so much, like the entire weekend. It was good. But then I got interrupted throughout the weekend with a motherfucking family emergency. I ended up having to leave. I had to go fly back home to where I actually lived and then go to see my family because some tragedy happened that I don't really want to care. I don't really care to share because I don't want y'all trying to timestamp this to figure out who it is. But overall, the sex was great. Even though it's supposed to be like 4 to 5 days, it ended up being 2 to 3. But it was excellent, and I highly recommend Out of Town Dick.
Get that.
You gotta get
distance
you some
dick, y'all. It's worth it. It makes you want to do better.
You gotta show up and show out because you can't just half-ass it because you can't make up for it tomorrow. You're gonna be gone.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on a midnight train to Georgia. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so if you guys want to share one of your cocktails, make sure you email it to us, cocktails@atl@gmail.com. And I guess that's it.
That's it. This was fun.
It was. And now I'm drunk. I'm about to drink again, smoke my hookah, and fall asleep. I need to make sure to wash my face and put my hair back in the Felicia braids. I'm drunk.
Me too. I hope y'all enjoyed this.
Okay, bye. Because you might not get a cocktail for a while.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.